Hey guys, my name is Jeremy Smith, President and founder of Citadel Development Services. And if you're watching this video, you're at one of 2 points in the journey of joining Citadel as a team member. So either one, you are in the process of interviewing, so you've probably had your first screening call and getting ready to move on to the second and third interview, or congratulations, you've already been hired and you're on your onboarding journey with Citadel and getting ready to be either put on a project or come into the office and officially joining the team. But either way, we wanted to talk a little bit about Citadel, how it got started, why we do what we do, what our code is, what our culture is, and ultimately what that means for you as a potential employee or as an employee ready to go. So Citadel Development Services was started officially in 2019, but we really didn't start building the company until 2020 during COVID, which was a really interesting time to start and grow a company. But the fundamental idea is that we wanted to pursue architecturally driven projects. We wanted to pursue clients that were doing large rollouts. All of that primarily in the restaurant and hospitality space. Now, since that point, we've gotten the opportunity and have been very fortunate to go into some other industries like multifamily, commercial office. But besides the type of projects that we wanted to go after, the number one goal is that we wanted to build a team of dynamic, driven, smart individuals. Throughout my career, I've learned that probably the number one pathway to success is to build a team of people that can move together really fast, they can move together and collaborate and be really strong. And for us to do that, it takes a code of ethics, which we're going to talk about, and also a really strong culture. We're going to build that team that adheres to our culture and our code. And the consequence of that is going to be the results that we're looking for, which are going to benefit everybody involved. So one question we get asked a lot is, why Citadel? Like, why did you name the company Citadel? Well, if you look up the definition of Citadel, it's going to say something like it's the inner sanctum of a castle or a fort or a stronghold, where if that castle is under siege, under attack, the Citadel is kind of the last line of defense. It's where everybody falls back to and defends, knowing that that's going to be the safest place. So what we consider the Citadel as it relates to our clients is that we're the last line of defense to make sure that their projects are successful. And we like to think that we're that protection for our clients to make sure no matter what happens, we get them the results that they need. So one thing you're going to hear us talk a lot about, initially you probably heard it during your interview, is that we live by a code. Right? A lot of companies have mission statements, they have these vision statements, and I've always found that I needed something that I could fall back on a daily basis that is actionable, that kind of guides my direction and my actions. And so that's why we implemented our code. And our code is simply real, raw, relevant results. Be real, get raw, stay relevant, and get results. Now, what does that mean? What does it mean to be real? We stay fact-based. Like, what is real? It's not what we want to have happen, not what we'd like to have happen, but what is really happening, right? I think in any given situation, if you get real clear and real, you can be fact-based, and that's the only place to start when you're trying to solve problems or overcome obstacles. Like, what's really going on? Are we on schedule today or are we not, right? Is the trade on site? Are they not? Are we on budget? Are we off budget? Right? Are we going to be able to make a deadline next week or are we not? Like, keep things really clear and simple. Like, be real, be fact-based. The second one is to be raw. Now, what does it mean to be raw? For us, that means we want to be passionate about what we do. Right? We take a look at every project that we potentially take on and make sure that we can be passionate about doing that. Are we a right fit for that? So stay passionate. And it's also for us means being open-minded and consider other possibilities, right? There's not always one right way to do things. There's not always one solution. So we have to stay open-minded to make sure that we're considering all possibilities when it comes to finding a solution and ultimately moving forward to create action to keep things going down the road, right? So we want to stay raw, stay open-minded. Stay relevant, right? What does it mean to be relevant? Well, that means to be focused, right? in any given situation, and if we're trying to solve a problem, it's really easy to go off on a tangent. It's really easy to get distracted, but we want to stay focused on what are we trying to do today, where are we trying to go tomorrow, stay focused on the mission. So, our life and our day is made up of a bunch of decisions. And as long as we keep that focused on what are the priorities for the client, where are we trying to go today, where are we trying to go tomorrow, stay relevant on that, we can be successful. And then finally, the one thing you're going to hear a lot from us is results, right? It's branded, it's spoken about all the time, but we chase results. We get results. For our clients, that means projects turned over on time, projects turned over on budget, and projects turned over meeting or exceeding the level of quality that is set forth that we've committed to. We don't get paid for excuses. We don't get paid for reasons. We don't get paid for, this is why something didn't happen. We get paid for results. And the reason our clients hire us is that we get results. And so that is a core principle for us. And probably one of the most important things when we talk about our code is that we're always trying to get results for the client and for our company. So guys, you're going to hear about the Citadel culture. We live by a culture and we try to foster this. And I've found that if we can stay true to this, then we'll be successful. The company will be successful, the employees will be successful in a lot of different ways. So we wanted to go through and kind of, articulate what is the culture? Like if you put a definition and put actionable items to what our culture is, this is what it is, right? Number one, you can have reasons or results, but not both. Similar to our code, we strive for results, not reasons. Everybody's got reasons why things can't happen. Everybody has reasons why things, happen, but that doesn't translate into results, right? So we believe that you can have one or the other. You can either get results or you can provide reasons. Extreme ownership, right? So if some of you guys have read anything by Jocko Willink, he wrote a book that I would highly recommend called Extreme Ownership. And that simply means that we are responsible for everything that happens to us. We own the results. We own our relationships, which means you're in full control of your destiny. You're in full control of your reality. That's a high level of accountability that we expect and place on our employees. That's a high level of accountability that we expect our employees will keep us in line to the same standard, right? So it's extreme ownership. This one's simple, we care. Okay, we really care about what we're doing. We're looking for people that do the same, that aren't just here for a 9-to-5 position, that aren't just here to collect a paycheck, but they're here because they want to be here. They want to be here to thrive and to make a difference and to get results, because everything else can be taught, but we're searching out people that really give a shit. Make things happen. Don't let things happen, right? You're going to hear this over and over and over again. Our team, our company, we make things happen. We create action. We don't just let things happen, right? What does that really look like? It looks like a subcontractor telling you that, hey, by the way, I can't be there until Monday. Most people that we find, not people on our team, but most people out there would be like, well, okay, that's it, right? They're not going to be here till Monday. And unfortunately, that's going to push our schedule. We don't allow that. Right? We make things happen. We don't let things happen. We're in control. Right? You already mentioned we have extreme ownership over our results. Our client and their results are our top priority. We live and breathe and die by our clients. We don't do and we don't chase after one-off projects. Our fundamental client is somebody that is going to be building multiple projects, doing large rollouts. So what does that mean? We go after long-term relationships, and that's what we've been really successful with. Over our 5-year history so far, we've only lost maybe one client. Everybody else that we're working with today are people that we've worked for a number of years. And that's because we keep their values, we keep their priorities as our number one priority, and their success is our number one priority. Full disclosure and bad news first, right? We start everything with chasing towards problems. What is the number one issue? What is the number one problem that we need to solve right now, right? And the only way to do that is to bad news first, full disclosure. We do that with ourselves internally. We do that with our clients. Our job is to deal with issues, problems, and obstacles, and unfortunately that involves delivering bad news. It's just to get that out there first so that we can start working on solving those problems first. Manage the process. When you join Citadel, right, you're going to find that we've got really tried and true processes to do most things that we do. There's a formula for success, whether you're on a project team or you're on an estimating team. Follow the process. You're going to be working around a lot of team members that have been doing this for a long time and that have experienced success for a long time. There's clear steps and direction on how to do that. Manage it. We're going to give you that formula. All you got to do is manage it. Know your dates and know your numbers, right? It's kind of like what gets measured gets managed. When you start a project, when you're on a project, we track data, we track milestones. You're supposed to know what those are all the time. I don't know any other way of managing through a project if you don't know your dates and you don't know your numbers, right? So that's kind of a minimum standard that we don't budge on. You got to know your dates, you got to know your numbers on a project. Again, what gets measured gets managed. We are very involved. We expect you to be very involved in any part of the business that you're managing. What does that mean in practice? If you're a superintendent, you're going to have a schedule that you're managing. You better know that, and you better be looking at the schedule every single day, no exceptions. Don't expect, inspect. Don't just expect things are going to happen. Don't just expect that if a subcontractor says they're going to get a certain portion of work done today, that they're just going to do it. You have to inspect. And all that means is being involved. Every single day, what we do is we manage people to meet milestones. You're there to manage that. Again, whether you're on a project team or you're on an administrative team, we're there to create action. We're there to get results. So don't expect it, inspect it. We talked about problems, right? We're information and we're problem brokers. You're expected to bring solutions to the table, not just bring the problems, right? We want to know what the issue is, but don't just come and deliver that on our doorstep and walk away. As an employee of Citadel, right, you've been hired because we feel like you're a high-functioning, intelligent team member that can get shit done. And so part of that expectation is that if you're solving a problem, you're gonna bring solutions to the table. We trust you. That's a big part of this. If you're on this team, we are trusting you to do the right thing, to get results, and that means bringing solutions to the table for problems that arise. We run towards problems. We have to go towards the problems and solve those, right? If things are working well and things are happening the way they should, then they don't need that much attention. Your focus, being relevant, being relentless is going to be applied towards the problems that will inevitably come up on a job. Bring solutions to the table and run towards those problems. And finally, when we're talking about our culture here at Citadel, it's about details. Details matter. We strive and work really hard. Know the details. Know your inspections. Know your schedule. Know your budget. Know your team. Know every aspect of your project. You have to know all the details for nobody else to know except for you on how you're going to manage your project, how you're going to be successful with it. So guys, I know that's a little bit to take in, but again, whether you're interviewing to be part of Citadel, it's important that you know what the expectations are. And 100%, if you've already been hired by Citadel and you're in the onboarding process, this is it. This is your roadmap to success. You'll be getting this information in a document that you can reference if needed. What we've just talked about is a roadmap for you to be successful, whether you're here at Citadel or you're doing anything else in life. We strive really hard to build a solid team, and we put a lot of trust in our team members. So, one thing you should know is that while there are high expectations to work at Citadel, you'll potentially be joining a team that really supports each other, right? We're still a fairly small company, and even when we continue to grow, we're going to work really hard to foster teamwork, to foster safety in that team, right? If you've been hired here, it was a little bit of a process. I think we want people that want to work hard. We want people that like the pressure of what construction brings, and we're here to support you in that, right? We realize that this is not an easy job. There's problems every day, there's stress, there's pressure to get those results, but you've got support, right? We work really hard to make this a place that you can be proud of, that you can build and grow your career with. Most of our employees stay a long time, and I think that's a testament to the culture that we've created. It's a testament to how our team supports each other. We've got high standards. A lot of those are self-imposed, and we're looking for people that can thrive in this kind of environment. So we get asked a lot, what are the qualities that you're looking for people joining Citadel? We want people that care. We want people that want to be here. We want people that care about what they're doing and are not just trying to join a company to get a paycheck. We want people that can solve creative problems. Product, there's always a new piece of equipment. There's always something new that we're trying to solve for. So we want people that can be creative problem solvers. And that just means going out and getting information. It requires having an open mind. We want people that can make things happen. No matter what level you join or at here at Citadel, we're gonna place trust in you to make decisions towards whatever position or effort or project that you're on. But you're there to make decisions and create action and ultimately lead us to the results that we've committed to providing our clients. So listen, thank you for watching this. Again, we wanted to really drive home kind of, what it means to work for Citadel, what Citadel is, why we care about it, why the team cares about what we're doing. And again, if you're in the interview process, thank you. If you've been hired and you're currently onboarding and training, congratulations and thank you again. What we've talked about here in this video is very, very important to us, and you're going to hear it over and over again, because that's how we found to be really successful, not only as a company, but for you individually. So again, thank you very much.